Hello web world, my name's Nick and I'm your Thursday guy. I just finished my second year at the U of C for my drama program, and I've realized when I was choosing on what to talk to that it's only been fairly recently that I actually wanted to do something with drama for my future. It's something that I always liked but never really thought I could go forward with. In fact, I wanted to do something with dinosaurs. As funny as that may sound with the title of our channel being Dramasaurs. I wanted to be a paleontologist. Yes, I will be using props throughout this thing, so bear with me on how cheesy that is. Starting from my earliest memories, I always wanted to be a paleontologist. It's all I ever wanted to do, and yes, I still did drama stuff. Actually, I did a lot of it, being involved in every school play since I was in kindergarten. Although through elementary school they were mostly Halloween and Christmas pageant type things. I think that the only real reason I got those roles was that I was one of the few kids who could actually remember lines, but I loved it nonetheless. When I started middle school, which was grades 4 to 9, we started doing musicals, which were usually really bad. And it's unfortunately why I have an aversion to seeing or being in musicals, but it still gave me a bit of experience. The first one we did was a little play called Lessons in Time, and yes, we did make shirts for all the plays that we were in. After Lessons in Time, we did a stage adaptation of Mulan. Following Mulan, this was actually probably one of the funnest ones to be in, simply because we as the students and actors, being in grade 8, got a big say as to what we wanted to do. There was no formal script for this, and we came up with Night Gallery, like the old 70s TV show. And then the darkest moment. Yes, you are reading that correctly. It does say Olivia Twist. Now, we got the script for Oliver Twist, but for some reason the director decided not to cast Oliver as a male, and so we had a very young girl play Oliver, and thus turned our play into Olivia Twist. Gotta say, it's probably one of the worst things I've ever worked on. Just terrible. Now, after the dark days of what I like to call musical middle school, I started doing more traditional type theater in high school. I did lunchbox theater's main stage, even directed and stage managed a few shows there. That's what really got me into moving towards theater as a career path. Got my first show at the university in the student-run Taking Flight Festival in my first year. The latest performance I did with the university happened at the end of February. I actually got a role in William Shakespeare's Measure for Measure. It's not an overly popular work of his, but it was really fun. I'd never really enjoyed Shakespeare up until this point, and I still can't say that I'm a big fan, but it really opened my eyes being in this play and helping understand, first of all, what the heck Shakespeare was even talking about. Now, moving away from the drama side of me, I guess we can start off with the basics. My favorite color is green. My favorite animal is polar bear. I know this more looks like a blue football with eyes and a nose, but a polar bear. And And I really like books. Like the Percy Jackson series and the Chronicles of Nick, which I will admit I did buy just because it was Chronicles of Nick. But it's actually a really good book. So in terms of sports, I used to do a bit of sports, but in the past few years had to cut down because of schooling. I did martial arts, Japanese martial arts called Aikido for 10 years. I played hockey, not anything competitive. I did a community league of hockey for 2 years. I really wanted to play baseball, but my parents didn't let me when I was a kid, mostly because they didn't want to have to drive around the city. And I really like to ski. I like to, it's good being in Calgary. We're so close to the mountains that Sunshine is just over an hour away. Nikiska is less than that. Generally, I'm a very, very tired person. For those of you who have watched Jay's Monday Draw Me introduction, I was the one that she drew with the Z's coming out by his mouth. And that's pretty accurate. I usually get about 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night on school nights. And then I sleep about I'd say probably about 13 hours a day on the weekends when I'm not working. So I stock up all this sleepiness and then try to make up for it on weekends, which is why I'm still in my pajamas. I just woke up about 45 minutes ago, and why all the videos I'm going to be releasing will probably be at about 4 o'clock or later, now that I'm out of school and can sleep in. It's about 2:30 right now when I'm recording this, and that's considered pretty early for me to wake up actually, so you should feel special. I also have a terrible memory for important things, like names, people in classes. I'll be in one of my small acting classes that has like 12 people in it, so it's pretty intimate and we're all talking, and it'll take me 2.5 months before I know everyone's name. I'm terrible with dates and appointment times. I always have to keep them in my phone. But then I'll remember stupid things like commercial jingles or Family Guy quotes, and I don't know. I guess the only thing I can say is I'm glad that I have one of the things I'm good at memorizing is lines in plays or monologues. Anyway, guys, that's me in a nutshell. Hopefully you weren't too bored through the timeline of me developing as an actor. Be sure to check out the other days, Monday through Wednesday, and tune in tomorrow. I would, as the other people have, advertise all the links in the bottom, but I don't have any. I don't have any Twitter or Instagram. I have Facebook, but that's basically just to look at funny pictures and memes. Yeah. Oh well. Make sure you subscribe, and till next week. See you later.